wondered how you can take advantage of the free resources that are available to you online to do your research for purchasing tax deed properties across the country? Well, if that question ever came up for you, I'm here to show you some details on how you can accomplish that goal really simply. So who am I? I'm the Jackie Jackson. I'm a full-time real estate investor, a coach and a mentor that specializes in sharing with new or experienced investors how to find, analyze, and purchase tax deed properties all across the country, all 50 states, and be successful building their portfolio of real estate investment properties utilizing that strategy. So today I will be sharing an updated video on a inexpensive or free resources. And now just a quick caveat to free resources. Guys, it's free. So if the publisher of that website goes away, so be it. Don't get all disappointed and all crazy, because a lot of the information that you're looking for can be found on a county website. So a few weeks ago, or previous couple of videos ago, I got a comment on a really old, YouTube video where someone was saying to me, "Hey, Jackie, this website doesn't work. You have to have the address in order to get the information." And it was like a website that I was sharing about free resources. Well, guess what? Websites change their databases and their criteria, but if you are trained and you're clear on what you're looking for, whether you have a piece of the information like the legal description or the parcel ID or the APN number or anything that relates to the property, you'll be able to find what you are looking for. So if you are stressed out, and you're like, stop right in your tracks because you're missing that and you don't know how to pivot and utilize the information that is offered to you, that just means that you need more training, especially in this space right here. You're missing pieces of information to complete your understanding so that you could be successful. And that's the reason why you need a coach, you need a mentor, you need somebody who's going to hold your hand step by step and show you exactly how to do that. All right. So whether it's me or somebody else, you need assistance getting that information and making it make sense. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you a website that I use, which is currently free. It does have a paid version. I don't pay for it. There are other websites that I pay, but I don't pay for this one. But you do have to do some cross-referencing in order for you to get access to the information that you need. All right, so let's have at it. I'm about to share any certificate that is active or has not been redeemed for the correct terms and is available on this list. If you purchase it, then they're actually going to send you the deed, okay? Because the redemption period has already expired. So they're not going to send you a certificate, they're going to send you a deed. So when you go to the Alabama Department of Revenue lands available list, which is all of the certificates that have not been sold, one of my strategies that I teach my students and one that I also implement is I look for the older certificates, because if it has not been sold, then there is a high probability that when the Department of Revenue responds, okay, they're actually going to send you the price notification for the property itself, right? They're going to send you the payoff, how much it costs, and then once you pay that, then they're going to send you the deed, not a certificate, all right? So as you can see, it says, "Dear applicant, the state land commissioner has calculated the price necessary to purchase the state's interest in the lands described as follows." And the county that I had submitted for was Mobile. And this is the name of the person who it was assessed to at the time, the case number for this particular property. The date of the original sale was June 7 of 2007. So yeah, this property had been delinquent, meaning that this owner, Brenda, has funches, has not paid her real estate taxes since 2007. And here's the parcel ID, and then here's the legal description. And then down at the bottom is telling us the total amount that needs to be paid in order to purchase this property, right? So it says the above price includes the property's taxes, the costs and the fees maturing before and all the way up to October 1st of 2023. Okay, so the receipt and deposit of said funds into the state treasury does not constitute a contract to sell the property to the person or entity remitting the funds. However, the assignment, the tax deed will be issued in the name of the applicant. So they're telling you that. They're like, hey, if you do pay it, this is not like it's a, a sales agreement, if you will. You can choose to pay or you can not choose to pay. So they're not entering into a sales agreement with you. However, if you do pay it, what we're going to issue you is a tax deed. All right. So it says it right there in plain day. And it also cites the provision in the Alabama Code 1975, that the state statutes that allows the state to do this, right? And then it's going to say, hey, payments must be made via credit card. Listen, y'all, did you know that you could buy a house, a whole property on a credit card or a debit card? Oh, this stuff tickles me so much. Anyway, payments must be made via credit card, debit card, or ACH transaction through the website below. You will need information from this price notice in order to submit your payment. How cool is that? And then now I have a couple of days to do it. So my price notification was sent out to me October 28th. So they gave me up until November 7th, which is kind of like 10 days. And then here is the URL link for me to make the payment of $16,000 if that's what I want to do. And if you don't know what an ACH is, that just means that it's an electronic check. It just means that you're going to have to put in your routing number and account number for your bank in order for you to make that payment. All right. So they take debit card, credit cards, or ACH. In the past, they've gotten really efficient. In the past, it used to be certified check or money orders is what they accepted, but now they've gotten all fancy now where you can actually just pay it online, which is super dope and super convenient. And it goes directly to, I guess, their ledger. And then, they have all of their accounting seamlessly created for you guys. All right, cool. So here we go. So how in the world am I going to find out what property this was, right? So for me personally, I submit my inquiries to the revenue, the Alabama revenue, kind of just based on some really simple criteria. I don't really do a lot of due diligence up front because I know that once they respond back to me, I have 10 days. So now it's time for me to do my actual due diligence to decide if I really want to purchase this property, if I really don't. So the first thing I do is just look at the parcel ID. This is too easy, right? So I'm gonna copy the parcel ID. Copy the parcel ID. And then now I'm going to go to the site that is currently at no cost to you, right? So how this site makes money, it's called NETR Online. Obviously, they have ads to the left, to the right of the page. They got ads down at the bottom. So how this particular company makes their money is, people using their website, right? But at the end of the day, you can choose to use it, you cannot choose to use it. So how do you use it? How do I use it? So if you're going to like NETR Online and you're really just putting in, their website, netronline.com. All right, I'm gonna try it. netronline.com. You don't know nothing about nothing. You're just gonna start from the beginning. So you already have your parcel ID, and this is for any, state USA, any state, any county USA. So netronline.com. And then what you're looking for is their public records online. So take a look. They kind of have it here up at the top. They got it here in the center. They have it access public records online. It's like 3 different places, right? You can't miss it. So let's just click on access public records, right? So now we're on their public records online directory. So I like to just use it phonetically down here where it just tells you the name of the states, but then you can also hover over with your cursor, the map, and then you can click on the state of your choice as well too. Fair enough. So we're looking at a price notification in Mobile, Alabama. So now I'm just going to click on Alabama. And then once you're at the state level, you guys, the next thing for you to do is to choose the county that you're trying to get information from, where the property is located. So this property is located in Mobile or Mobile. I'm not from there, so if I offend anyone with my pronunciation, I apologize in advance. Now, Alabama's pretty peculiar, trying to get their, information. So these are government websites specifically utilized for public records or doing your due diligence and research. Fair enough. So NETR Online links to each of those county websites per county per state, right? So there's 3,141 counties and county equivalents across the United States, right? So some counties do charge a fee for subscription. So not everything is going to be free, but so far up to now hasn't cost you anything. So some information you will have to subscribe to, and it's normally really inexpensive anyway. So stop crying about, paying $2 to make a lot of money. All right. So what I like to do for Alabama, I like to go to their like GIS website, which is important. So I do that first. So let's do that. So let's do that. Okay, good. So it didn't really take me to their GIS website. Unfortunately, it just took me to mobiles like treasurer, tax collectors website. So sometimes, or the revenue commissioner is what they call this one. So nevertheless, it's all good. So now that I'm on this website, the next thing I need to do is just go to property tax, right? Because that's what I'm looking for. I want to get the information for, finding property tax, right? So I'm also wanting to get the information for parcel information, right? So I could search by name, I could search by the actual parcel, meaning the land, I could search by mailing address. I don't have a mailing address. I actually don't even have a property address. I don't even have a key code. I don't have anything like that, right? So all I had was the parcel ID because that's all I had from the price or the parcel, the price notification. I had the parcel ID. Cool. So let's go back. So what I'm going to do is paste the parcel ID in the search. And I'm actually just going to use my drop down and just go back as far history as I can. So now I'm gonna hit search. Oh, womp womp, I didn't get anything. And that's okay. Don't get frustrated with this process because from one government database to another, sometimes their formatting will be different, okay? So I know the state sometimes put these 2 digits in front of the actual parcel ID as part of their databasing. So normally I start with like removing digits until I get the information that I want. Silly, but true. So I removed it. I didn't get anything. Let me remove these last 2 zeros. Search again, nothing. 2 more zeros. All right, it was truncated. Let's see how far it's truncated. And then I'm gonna move 1 more 0 and search and bam, I found it, okay? So for mobile, what they're saying, basically their database, it took off the first 2 digits and like all the other zeros, after the actual parcel ID. So the remaining numbers is literally just the parcel ID alone. But if you go to like another database, maybe they want the zeros, maybe they want the first 2 digits, I don't know. But sometimes you just got to play with it a little bit. But nevertheless, let's take a look. So I know that this is the right person. This is Brenda. And it's the same Brenda. You see that? So I know that I'm in the right place. Brenda's address and then the location's address. Ah, perfect. Now I actually have the location address of that property because we only started with the parcel ID. I didn't really have the actual address, right, of that property because on the price notification, it didn't give me the physical address location. All it gave me was the legal description and the parcel ID. So I had to kind of use my knowledge and expertise in order to be able to maximize the information that was given and then be able to find what I'm looking for. Cool. All right, so here we go. So from here, I could look up all kinds of stuff. So as you can see, the last time it was paid was 2007. So the county, they was lying. The last time it was paid was 2007. Oh my word. All right, so here we go. So, you have the land's value, you have the building's value, you have some great information here. And this video is not about what reading all of this is. If you want to know what all of this information means, then that's the type of granular detail I go into when in the Tax Deed Genius course and my training. But here you can see some really cool information. Not every county fills out every single tab. So some counties are better than others, but you want to be able to utilize everything that is available to you. So let's see, what's maps? Yep. So the maps does work. So let's take a look, but it's like an illustration. It's not really like a real-time map, but I like to look at it just because I want to make sure I can see the cross streets and make sure I'm in the right place, right? So it says Owen Street right here. So I know that it's 739 Owen Street. It says that this parcel of land is 80 feet by 150 feet. So that's a really nice size lot there. I don't believe there's a structure on it because it says bath 00, bed 00, improvement 0. So there isn't a structure on top of this land. So maybe you can build a home on it, you could flip it to a developer, or someone who is looking for vacant residential land, then this might be a great opportunity to flip this land really, really quick. And it's only $16,000, right? So it just depends on what land is going for in that area. So you'd just have to kind of take a look and see. So what I've done is I typed in the address of the property. I just basically Googled it because now I know what the actual address is. And again, I got the address right here. So now I just Googled it, and then I was able to pull up Google Maps. So I'm looking at the Google Maps, and the Google Maps like street view, you guys. So this kind of gives me some insight as to like, you know, what this property may look like. But just food for thought, again, with the free resources, because what I normally do if I'm interested in purchasing a property, I'll get boots on the ground for like 50 bucks, 60 bucks or something like that. And I'll actually have them go to the address and take pictures, like up-to-date pictures, and send it to me. But down here, if you look at the bottom right corner of your screen, when it comes onto Google Street View, it'll tell you the date the images were captured. And plus it also tells you up here in the top left as well. So this street view was July 2013. And there isn't, that's the most recent. So there isn't another street view that is more recent than that. So this is pretty old information. So again, free resources doesn't always mean better, and it doesn't always mean like it's a good thing. You want to make sure that you use, you know, really good resources. But for what we are looking for, this satisfies us at this particular time. So the goal of this video was to show you how to, you know, utilize the information that was given, and then manipulate the information to get another set of information, which is the address. And then now you can cross-reference. So I have a choice at this particular time, and I can say, hey, Jackie, that's me. Hey, self, are you really interested in purchasing a vacant residential lot in Mobile, Alabama at this particular time? What is your exit strategy? What are you going to plan to do with this? You know, how are you going to cash flow it? How are you going to be profitable and generate revenue from this, right? $16,000, that's great, but how much is it worth now? You know, that kind of thing. So I go through like a checklist just to make sure that it meets my buying criteria. So as an investor, I have a buying criteria. So there are times where I walk away from deals because it doesn't meet my buying criteria. And there are other times that the deal does, or the opportunity does meet my buying criteria, and then I move forward, right? Or it may meet the buying criteria of someone else that I know, and then I'll say, hey, take a look at this, and then I can always flip it to them for, you know, a premium or like a, you know, an assignment fee or something like that. But that's kind of like an advanced thing. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. How amazing is that? So if you would like to know how to buy these properties, this one just happens to be vacant land, but there's 3,141 counties and county equivalents across the United States that you could be doing this with. I just had a student you know, send me an amazing DM, and I love these success stories. She's up to 7 properties already within the last 30 days. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you don't give me a Google review with 5 stars, I'm coming after you. But, you know, that's how it is. I mean, once you know how to do it, it's just like wash, rinse, repeat, right? You're just going to keep doing it over and over and over again until you max out, you know, if you ever do, or whatever your goals and your visions are for real estate investing. I mean, it's complete freedom and a complete choice up to you. So if you want to learn more, you want to learn from somebody who knows what they're doing and is an expert in this space that is here, available, and willing to teach you, then you need to go to www.thejackyjackson.com, and you need to sign up for Tax Deed Genius right now. For real, for real. Like, I'm not even like brushing my own shoulders off, but yeah, I'm that girl. I'm that chick. You need me. For real. So go to thejackyjackson.com, check out Tax Deed Genius online. It's an amazing real estate investing training program that teaches you how to find, analyze, and buy tax liens and tax deeds, as well as how to become a tax deed surplus overage recovery expert all across the United States. So this is your moment. This is your opportunity. Can't say nobody never told it to you, man. You always was like, you're saying to yourself, man, I need somebody to show me. I need somebody to help me and guide me. And so I can have like, maximum success. This is the opportunity to do so. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to leave a comment. Yay, nay, indifferent. Doesn't matter to me. I love you guys' comments, good, bad, or indifferent. And if you don't like what I shared, leave a comment anyway and tell me why. Maybe there's some areas for improvement. And then last but not least, click the notification, okay? And don't miss out on any new trainings that I share with you. All right. See you on the next side.